Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. This is Adinin. Today we are playing NBA 2K25. Today's matchup is between the Boston Celtics facing the Golden State Warriors. Alright, let's do this.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Ali LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jason Tatum.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Warriors, Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Washington out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Always fun when we can get a rivalry game from opposing conferences, RJ.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, and what makes it so interesting is that these teams don't see each other very often. It makes it special for us, the teams and the fans, when you get together and go at it.
Fires the 3. He drops it from range.
And Wiggins excels at reading defenses, as well as understanding when to just catch and fire.
Here's White, and he dunks it down.
Yeah.
Willing passers, unselfish play. Have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to Wiggins. Washington, a screen on Brown. Wiggins on the attack. Oh, big finish! Wow.
Okay, I see you. Putting something extra on it. Wiggins showing off what he can do.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's
No.
our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Curry, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now here's Brown, averaging around 5 points a game. And he lobs it up to the rim. Ooh, basket interference.
Shoot.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Earlier, Ali LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Ali?
We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all 3 levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
Good job there, Ali. Thanks. Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end. What you love about Drew Holiday is he's a true teammate. He's selfless and just wants to see his whole squad win.
Now here's Curry, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Hield against White. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Back back to heel. 4 on the clock. And again,
Nice.
it's the Warriors missing.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Porzingis with a screen on Curry. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, why not throw it up to Porzingis? That's what he's there for.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. It's the 2K leaderboard featuring this month's field goal percentage leaders. Kristaps Porzingis on top. Second, Jason Tatum.
Each of these two have been awesome offensively during the last month. Both great options from the floor.
Here's Jackson Davis coming off a solid outing against Sacramento.
Nice.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
And as we get into the meat of the season, teams sometimes have those team-building excursions, RJ. Any favorites you ever participated in?
We had a Napa excursion one time. That was a lot of fun. But bowling, seeing a movie, all of those things were fun.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. And the Warriors making a switch here. Paul's checked in. That one misses. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Mason with the bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
Warriors trail by 4. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make an extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Boston on offense. They're on a 10-1 run. Up top, Brown. Moody defends.
Ooh,
Mason,
come
no
on.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Paul. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Come on, Jameson.
Pritchard, the pass to Jamison. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Paul. Pass to Anderson.
Ooh.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Walsh comes in for Hauser. And Anderson drops them both.
Oh, well.
41 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Mason. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's Pritchard, down low.
Ooh.
Stolen! To the middle. They double team Tatum. Here's Mason. Tries again. Jamison. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Curry looking it over. Takes a 3.
No. Oh,
He
nice.
can't get that one to fall. And so it's Boston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Celtics lead by 6. On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Xavier Tillman. He's out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Jamison in at the 5. Here's Tillman. Pass to Pritchard. Over Moody. And it's rejected. And he's able to get it back. 3 on the clock. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Oh, nice shot by Jamison. Jamison's got 6 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Jamison's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Paul. Boston pulls it in. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Brett, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And that one falls for Tatum.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Nothing too flashy. Paul gets tricky enough to throw the defense off.
Here's Mason. Pass to Tatum.
Ooh.
The rebound by Moody.
No.
Warriors trail by 7. And a deep 3 from Curry. A quick shot there. It's off target.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Jackson Davis has checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Podziemski. Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Healed from outside. Porzingis
Nice.
grabs the board.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Porzingis with a screen on Paul to the paint. The
No.
layup off target. Warriors trail by 9. The three from Curry. Yes.
Wow.
And it's Paul with the assist that time. Curry's got
Be
himself
careful.
going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the left side wing. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Jamison. And it's off from three-point range.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh.
And the Warriors make some changes. Washington comes in for Chris Paul, and it's Andrew Wiggins in for Moody.
P.J. Washington, Andrew Wiggins.
Holiday against Curry. Off target
Yeah.
from three-point range. Boston leading by 6. Porzingis with a screen on Curry. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Here's Mason, covered by Jackson Davis. Mason, no good. The Warriors have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. The three from Washington. Boston pulls it in. Jamison's got 5 rebounds in the game. And Holiday, here we go. And Holiday powers it home.
You know that has to get the team going. Holiday's teammates love when he goes up strong.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Paul, he's checked in for Curry. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Jason Tatum. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Porzingis with a screen on Wiggins. Right side, Porzingis. Outside, Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Mason drills the elbow jumper. Mason's got his second bucket on the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside.
Here we go.
We'll see.
Yeah.
He's a willing passer. Porzingis won't force his own thing very often.
And so Paul will bring it up for the Warriors. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Wiggins for 3. The rebound by Mason.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And that was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
When they say don't give your opponent confidence, this is what they mean. They were allowed to hang around, and by the end, they were the team that believed in themselves.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Brown with a screen. Here's Mason. He got it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Boston. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Golden State Warriors.
As poorly as they've shot the ball, they're lucky to be within striking distance.
And give credit to the defense on the other side. Those guys have been getting after it.
All right, and now one of the more highly anticipated topics. Some news about trades to discuss.
Yeah, they get a big man who can play above the rims and step outside. DeAndre Ayton has all the tools you want from a star big.
Man, you love talking big man, I tell you, man. But he doesn't get enough credit for his touch, man. His in-between game is kind of special.
Well, I don't love talking about bigs. I am the talker of bigs. I am the ambassador of bigs. I am the big Dundada.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Nice, 17 rebounds.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. How about Andrew Wiggins? Man, is he playing well.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Boston leading by 9. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Jackson Davis in at center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size, rock the rim.
Curry against Holiday. It's good!
Ooh.
Curry with a long-range bomb.
Filthy.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Brown, a screen on Washington. Tatum from long range.
Yeah.
Knocks down the triple. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
Taking matters into his own hands. Tatum gets those 3 points back in a hurry.
Hield against White. Washington, a screen on Holiday.
Ooh.
And Washington powers it through.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Brown scanning the floor. Left side Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8 points now.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. Number 1, the Celtics.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you foul them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Hield passes to Washington. Now Jackson Davis, defended by Porzingis. Pass to Curry. Jackson Davis, a screen.
Ooh.
4-3,
Wow.
Stephen Curry.
His shooting motion is just so impeccable. Curry's long ball is one of the prettiest shots in the game.
And here's White. Tatum, a screen on Hield. White.
Yeah.
Good. White's got his third basket on the night right there.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Curry against Holiday. Puts up a deep three. Pass to Hield. Curry with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the three.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Brown passes to Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
White against Hield. Washington outside. Outside Hield. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. That won't go either for Curry.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game. Shoots over White. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 11.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos has checked in for Jackson Davis. Moody comes in for Washington. And it's Chris Paul in for Curry. .119 left in the third quarter. Now Holiday. Give him 8. Down low. Here's Keita. The rebound by Wiggins. Warriors trail by 11. Pass to Paul. Launches it. The offensive rebound. And they get it back. Wiggins outside. Tries yet again. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Wiggins has got 10. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Now here's Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Golden State has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Paul. He's covered by Holiday. Pass to Wiggins.
Nope.
No luck on that one.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Celtics. They lead by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Jason Tatum and
I almost
in
picked
at the
it.
shooting guard position.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
And Boston has possession following the score by Golden State. A nice shot by Jamison.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Ball finds Anderson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You never want to foul Curry. He's pretty much the best free throw shooter ever.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Boston.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
And that one falls for Curry.
And some consider Curry to be the greatest shooter of all time. And by some, I mean all. And he is capable of getting hot in a hurry.
Santos is checked in for Anderson. And so Curry nails both of them. Boston leading by 10. Here's Jamison. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Kata. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Kata's got his first points of the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Pajemski. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Kept alive. Here's Jamison. Here's the pick. Second chance effort. Pajemski grabs the board.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Pass to Santos. Outside Curry to the inside.
Ooh.
The 11-footer. And
Nice.
it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Here's Mason. He's guarded by Paul. Kata gets the bucket.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Steve Kerr calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Santos. Washington comes in for Moody. Wiggins, he's checked in for Pajemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Chris Paul. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Curry. Outside Hield. Over White. No good off the back of the rim. Celtics lead by 14. Holiday surveying the floor. Porzingis with a screen on Curry to the middle. Oh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Washington.
No.
Back to Wiggins.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Jackson Davis a screen. 5 on the clock. They get back on track. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now, passing isn't the strongest part of Wiggins' game, but he is far from a selfish scorer.
And so the ball out of bounds. He'll touch it last.
It's a great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Curry against Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Curry. Three-pointer Holiday. Rebound by Wiggins.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Just a crafty move by Wiggins, pulling up for his shot out of nowhere.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Minute 32 left in the final quarter. Tatum a screen on Wiggins. Brown passes to Porzingis. Back to Brown. From deep. Bullseye!
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown!
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the two-man game.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Celtics.
Tonight they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Kristaps Porzingis.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Brown. And he's going for the lob.
Ooh.
Porzingis misses. Healed against White. Inside, here's Jackson Davis. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The playmaking of Hield, it's really improved over the years.
White for 3. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Drew, this team is winning games. What's coming together for this group right now?
Honestly, I think it's the feel. I think it's the comfortability with each other. I think it's the chemistry on the court. And from there, you know, as chemistry builds, you build confidence. And, man, it's fun to play, you know?
I do. I hope it continues to build. It's been fun to watch. Thanks, Drew.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
This has been Adeline. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe.